Good morning, Vikas. It's 9:51. We'll wait for 2 minutes, then we'll start. Okay, Vikas, are you there? Okay, it's already minutes. We'll start. Okay. So we in previous classes we started with biogas energy, sorry, biomass energy, or you could also call it as biogas energy because it's from the same scenarios. Okay, whatever it would be there in that particular manner. Okay, so I think so. I think so. Only Deepak was there, right, in previous class. Okay. So we had a small discussion with this that what is biomass energy, what is biogas energy, okay, how it has been created, okay, or how uh, this plants or the animals or the residue which get energy, okay, it's like the most common thing that we have is just solar, okay, from that particular solar segment every thing whatever be present over here all the alternatives energies are byproduct of your solar energy, okay, what we have studied in a lot of previous classes we have seen these particular thing, okay. So you could see in biomass energy, it's in the picture itself. It says a lot of things. It is wood chips. Okay, that dead or live trees are being cut it down, and it is being uh, made into the chip former for to be burned easily. Okay, we have dry leaves, okay, we have grasses, we have agriculture residues. Over here you could see the corn image are there. Okay, you could also have animal residue, you have agriculture and municipal waste. Okay, so these all comes, or it combinedly called as biomass energy. And you could see the every in any of the format, it is like energy is it is a byproduct of solar. Okay, which what do uh, your this do plants. Okay, plants uh, make their food. Okay, make their food from photosynthesis, where the solar energy or light energy is play as a catalyst. Okay, again that are eaten with these cattles, and this also the residue of this animals, okay, also act as biomass resources. Okay, so these were what we have seen, okay, in previous classes. Okay, we have seen this is a complete biomass resources or the cycle. Okay, from at any particular point you could start and you could see this is a complete uh, cycle of your biomass resources, which includes everything: forestry, crops residue, agriculture, crops residue, sewage, okay, municipal waste, animal residue, industrial residue. Okay, so for these two particular segment, I would consider, okay, these two, that industrial residues and municipal solid waste, we tag them as a waste. Okay, that is a waste, it's not a residue. Okay, we'll consider that as a waste. Okay, these are the residue because few of the part are useful and rest are the byproduct of it. And we have seen this photosynthesis, how this photosynthesis is being done. Okay, and we have also seen uh, 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 the types. Okay, we have seen what how it can be segmented. Okay, now, so if you see this biomass energy are generally utilized for your um, rural areas. Why so? Because these areas are very suitable for this renewable energy because they have low loads. This renewable and this biomass energy could not supply for high load, because if you gonna it's not dependent on that. Okay, it's totally dependent on the uh, resources what we are getting. That is not abundant in nature. It is there, but for a particular uh, area it will has its own capacity, right? So whenever we are designing this biomass energy plant, we first calculate your, that is, cattle. Okay, we calculate the number of cattles, okay, present at that locality where we have to feed the load. This is very important because they are residue. Okay, and different species of cattle have different okay, their residue, that is their dung, are have different energetic value that uh, being used. Okay, cow, horse, okay, oxes comes in one particular domain. Okay, okay, goat, okay, goat and your sheep have in different category because they are in same species. Okay, so they have different their residue have different energetic level of in their residues. Okay, and so we collectively we collect these data, and based on that we calculate that what could be the supply and what could be the plant ratings, because it is recommended that I have drawn okay, a 15 kilowatt plant, whereas I could only supply to be generated of 8 kilowatt plant. So these are the wastages. 7 kilowatt are the wastage. Okay, it's not because you could not transport these from the other segment, because it again it will be having more and more in costing would be there. So our motto is there to get the reliable or renewable energy in a lesser price. Okay, this is our motto should be there, that it should be lesser in that. Okay, so that's why we consider, we whenever we design any biomass or biogas plant, so these are the segment we calculate. Okay, how much forest areas are being present over here. Okay, what is the agriculture practice done over there. Okay, in rural areas all done agriculture practices, and these are seasonal. Okay, these are seasonals. Okay, so in agriculture also, okay, from forest we get maximally we get wood chips. Okay, we get wood chips. Okay, but for agriculture we get a different uh, category, like rice and wheat husk. Okay, that is the waste. Okay, sugarcane waste, or we could also get corn residues. Okay, these plant have a different level of energetic level that could be used in bio mass or biogas generations. Okay, so these are area are being particularly it's been domain for your low loads. Okay, where power shortages are there. Okay, low reliability. Okay, low fluctuating voltage. Okay, high transmission and distribution costs and power losses are there in that particular area. We concentrate into this form. Okay, we'll move ahead. See over here, in energy, biomass energy has played a key role in the time of Second World War, when there was a fuel deficiency. Okay, in all renewable energy was concentrated in that particular point only when the fuel crisis was at the peak. So they move into alternative part. Okay, many vehicles and trucks used as wood gasifier, which generate or produce gas running as an internal combustion engine. Okay, one of the major advantages of biomass energy is that it can be used in different forms. Yes, it can be directly heat as a heat energy. It can be converted into gases. It can be directly converted into your electricity. So different uh, advantages of this are that could be done into. Okay, so we have seen this in previous class. It's just a repetitive thing. Okay, see, advantages of biomass: gasify energy over other renewable energy portions. Okay, now suitable for most locations. Yes, in India, if you account, okay, uh, every state in every particular locations, okay, where this shortage of electricities are there, are prone of agriculture and prone of forest areas. They definitely uh, raise a lot of cattle for their livelihoods. Okay, so that is the most suitable locations. Okay, now varying capacity can be installed. Yes, different means more and more. If you could bring the product in, okay, the raw material could be product in, so the install capacity could be installed, and it is very cheap to install. Okay, in present scenario, if you want to install a biogas plant for your house and of 1 kilowatt rating, it would be done in minor charges of 30 to 35,000 only. Okay, is a very cheap. Okay, a lot of experiment has been done, a lot of agencies are also doing in this. Okay, there is one plan of Atal something is there, and it is used from the BJP government. They have brought into this. Okay, every institutionals are being asked to adopt a village, and they are one of the major priority is that if see whether the reliability of powers are there or not. Else you could contact the main nodal center of this is IIT Bombay. So they would be helping you to install low charging means low rated biomass plant in their locality, which would give uh, electricity, and even they could provide uh, jobs to the working sorry non-working how women, okay, of that particular area. Okay, now this project also enhance women empowerment, because we see in the rural areas, uh, the another factor is men's go out to work, okay, in metro cities for their livelihoods. Okay, what is left with a woman and a child at their home? So what they are thinking to provide that particular persons, okay, to provide that particular uh, person, whatever he is earning at metro city, if he is earning daily 200 or 250 rupees on daily basis, so government is has given this authority to all of the institutions. Even our institutions has got that project, okay, they have asked to look over that particular matter. I am very in touch with the NIT Jamshedpur, so I know a few of the neighboring in Jamshedpur has been adopted by NIT Jamshedpur, and they are doing so. They are providing using this. Okay, they have installed one biomass plant over there. Okay, and a men, okay, for maintenance and for this part is being given. Okay, 2 to 3 men are given job, and few ladies are being hired, okay, on a daily basis to collect all the residue for this generation. Okay, either be the cattle's residue or agriculture's residue or uh, the waste. Okay, every where there are sabji mandi, what we called, okay, is being placed in every location. So a lot of waste is also being created on that particular day. Okay, so collecting on that all wastes, and it is being used for generation. So these are the very advantageous thing, this biomass plants, or biogas plants. Okay, now advantages and drawbacks of biogas energy over the other renewable energy options. So in this, it can be used directly for cooking. Yes, biogas, you could see the LPG replacement is also there, but efficiency is very low. Okay, if you count, it is around 30 to 40 or 40% efficiency efficient than your LPG one. Okay, but it could be used because it's not uh, uh, is cheaper in getting this, and it's also very eco-friendly. Okay, or heating water from the abundant available dung and dried plants. Okay, this that we call dry cakes. Okay, cow dung dry cakes are being utilized with in very of the villages, okay, to cook a lot of food. Okay, and dry plant leaves in rural areas. Okay, well, this is one factor. The capacity determined by availability of dung, not suitable for varying loads. Okay, now see the availability, as we told, the availability of lung this dung should be clear. Okay, to for this installation of this plants. Okay, another is not feasible to locate at all the locations. Now this biogas plant, okay, it's why it is not feasible for all locations is like the amount of handling. Okay, the amount of handling and the waste required for this biogas, okay, it's mainly based on your cow dungs, okay, or animal or human residues only. Okay, so different factors are being involved in this. Okay, we have also seen in previous class a different way of extracting energy from biomass. Okay, that is anaerobic gasification and liquefaction. Okay, and we have also seen the flow chart that is I drawed in yesterday's class. Okay, that is the part of it. Okay. These anaerobic digestion and gasification and liquefaction comes in particular segment. Okay, in only uh, smaller. unit segments. Okay, it do not comes in character wise. Okay, you could see in that class. Okay, gasification. We'll see for this and we'll move ahead. Okay, so first let me draw instead. I think so. It is not there in this. I have drawn yesterday. Yeah, it's not there. I will draw. Okay, first segment is your biomass. Okay, where it could be done based on direct combustion. Okay, it is used in the direct combustion manner. Okay, second is your thermochemical, okay, process or reactions. Okay, thermochemical process. Okay, this is another segment which both are accountable. Okay, two of the things could be accounted in both. Okay, in direct combustion we generally burn, in thermochemical process also we generally burn. And another segment is it was biochemical process. Okay, where this anaerobic digestions, okay, or you could call fermentation. Okay, fermentation. Okay, this is one process, and another process is your incineration process. INCINERATION. Okay, these process comes into this. In this, okay, the use of microorganisms in the presence of oxygen and in absence of oxygens. Okay, these are being done. Okay, in these two process. Okay, so that comes into this particular part. So biogas can be converted into in this manner. Okay, few of them are being listed in this particular thing, that is anaerobic digestion and gasification and liquefaction. We can convert into gas form, into liquid form. Okay, so see first the solid fuel combustion. Okay, the simple and most common way of extracting energy from biomass is by direct combustion. Okay, see this is over here, that term comes. Okay, that is direct combustion. So solid fuel combustion. So direct combustion is the simplest and most common way of extracting energy from biomass is, yeah, from solid matter. Okay, just burn it out and we'll get it, right? Majority of the developing countries, especially in rural areas, obtain this majority of the energy needs from burning of wood, animal dungs, and other biomass. Okay, burning can be inefficient. Okay, in open fire space may let a large amount of heat escape, while a significant portion of fuel may not even get burned. Okay, now as we were talking in direct combustion, that villagers are already practicing in lot of manner. They cook in this manner, even in cold areas. Okay, in foreign countries you have seen in a lot of the places they use wood logs in their home, okay, to keep the entire segment warm. Okay, that is been one of the segment. And they are telling that burning can be insufficient. Yes, if you could see when it has been burned, okay, if the efficiency of that burning is very low in the presence of cooking, so it is done in the open area, so a lot of energy is extracted, or it is been immersed in atmospheric areas. Okay, so lesser efficient, it is very lesser efficient. Now another segment is your gasification, right? Now gasification is a process that exposes a solid fuel to a high temperatures and limited oxygen to produce gaseous fuel. Okay. Now, this is a mix of gases such as carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, hydrogen, and methane. Okay. Now, gasification has several advantages over burning solid fuels. Okay, one is convenience. Okay, one of the resultant gases, okay, that is your methane, can be treated as similar way as the natural gas used for the same purpose. Okay, this is one convenience we get when we gasify that particular thing. Now, another advantage of gasification is that it produces a fuel that has had many impurities removed and will therefore cause fewer pollution problems when burnt. Okay, this is the another beneficial of this. Okay. Now, okay, under suitable circumstances, okay, it can produce synthesis gas, okay, a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Okay, this in synthesis gas is called. Okay, this can be used almost any hydrocarbon, that is your methane and methanol, okay, which can be suitable for fossil fuels, but hydrogen itself is a potential fuel for the future. Yes. uh, you are in new technologies you would be studying. The last module is we will be studying about your fuel cells. Okay, that fuel cells is totally dependent on the hydrogen. Okay, so we the another practice we are doing, uh, instead of storing this energy in battery, what we are doing is we are storing that particular thing in a hydrogen format that could be used in using fuel cells, okay, to generate electricity. Okay, this is also a practice, okay, on the researchers are doing, and this also some of the places is also being done, okay, to have. Okay. Now, it's paralysis is written, it is not paralysis, it's pyrolysis. Okay. It is a very old technology, okay, with a new lease of life. Okay, it is the simplest form. Okay, it involves heating the biomass to drive off the volatile matter, okay, leaving behind a black residue known as charcoal. Okay, this is a very old process. Okay, this has double the energy density of the original material. Okay, this means that this charcoal, which is half the weight of original biomass, contains the same amount of energy, making the fuel more transportable. Right now, nowadays, in a lot of okay, in website on internet, you could get the wood charcoal or burnt charcoals are being sale, okay, or been sold for barbecue and other purposes, so you could use. Okay, so that wood charcoal is very good. Okay, the original wood, original coal what we used to burn, okay, they used to produce the more dark dense gases. Okay, and it also smells whenever you cook in that particular segment, whenever you do barbecue in this segment. But the wood chip charcoal what is present in on internet, if you buy and if you burn, okay, the efficiency is very good. Okay, it take longer time to burn, but efficiency is very good, and there is no smell, there is no odor you could see in that particular on the burning. Okay, Now, the charcoal also burns at much higher temperature than the original biomass, making it more useful for manufacturing processes, right? More sophisticated pyrolysis techniques has been developed recently to collect the volatiles that are otherwise lost to the system. Okay. Now, the collected volatiles produce a gas rich in hydrogen, okay, a potential fuel, and carbon monoxide. Now, this also produces this your hydrogen and carbon monoxide mixture, which we could separate and you could save hydrogen into this particular format. Okay, now these compounds, if desirable, can be synthesized into methane and methanol and other hydrocarbons. Okay, flash pyrolysis can be used to produce biocrude, a combustible fuel. Okay, this biocrude could be generated. Okay, so this is the beneficial of your biomass and biomass technologies. Okay, we have a lot of segment nowadays, okay, to get into this. Okay, the another process is your digestion. Okay, this biomass digestions work by the action of anaerobic bacteria. Okay, these microorganisms usually live in the bottom of swamp or in other places where there is no air. Okay, consuming dead organic matter to produce, okay, among other things, methane and hydrogen. Okay, this particular bacteria is being used, and okay, we can put these bacteria to work for us. Okay, by feeding organic matter such as animal dung or human sewage into tanks called digesters and adding bacteria, we can collect the emitted gas to use as a energy sources. Okay, we could see I have certain picture we could see in this. Okay, first complete this segment. No, okay, we could go and we could see. Okay, this is one. Okay, this is one of the tank. Okay, see, it is underground one. Okay, this is a ground level. Okay, this is a digester. Okay, inlet 10 and outlet tank. Okay, where the gases is being formed in this residues are being inside. Okay, in this digester. Okay, this is your gas outlet. Okay, this is the segment could use that. You could see this particular point as well. Okay, this is your inlet point, this is a ground level. Okay, this is a surrey, a mixture of human and cattle's animals dung that is mixed with water and all. Okay, in this particular point. Okay, and with the bacteria, it is being gases is being formed in this particular format. Okay, and the waste, okay, the residue and the waste have been collected in this particular portion. Okay, this after combustion of this, so these gases can be used. Okay, this is your floating glass holder drum design. Okay, a conventional Indian design. Okay, so these are there. Let's go back to the original. Okay, yeah, now that digestions. Okay, this can be very efficient mean of extracting a usable energy from such biomass. Okay, up to a 2/3 of the fuel energy of the animal dung is recovered in okay, in this particular segment. Okay, a large proportion of household biomass waste such as kitchen scrap, okay, lawn clippings, okay, and pruning ends up to the local tip. Okay, means if you have a good efficient house and okay, the family members are used, so the kitchen waste could be very useful in this. Okay, lawn clippings means if you have a lawn, okay, a garden, so from that particular segment you could also learn. Okay. Now, over a period of several decades, this anaerobic bacteria are at work at the bottom of such tips. Okay, steadily decomposing the organic matter and emitting methane. Okay, so the gas can be extracted by use of capping a landfilling site, which with an impressive layer of clay, and then inserting perforated pipes that collect gas and bring it to the surface. So this is a process that has been practiced in uh, over decades. Okay, so we'll end in this particular segment itself. We'll not move ahead because this is another topic, that is your fermentation will start in next class. I will just give you this. You use this segment in day-to-day life. Okay. Okay. There is this is also a process we called, if you know the how the curd is being formed. Okay, you could see using that yeast. Okay, if you have a good warm milk and you put small amount of your curd into it. Okay, it form in by keeping for a longer period of time, means around 12 or 24 hour. Okay, is a complete milk will be converted into the curd. Okay, so these are the uh, examples you could consider. Okay, how it can be using of microorganism could be helpful. It is practiced in way earlier. Okay, in decades that was practiced and that was done. Okay, so anything to ask till here, else we could end up. We'll start from next class. Okay, will this biomass, and then we go on to biogas. Okay, a lot of things are there in biomass to be explained. Okay, a lot of segments are there, so it will take around more 1 to 2 weeks to complete it out. Then we'll see and we'll move ahead with another segment as well. Okay, so okay then, if you don't have any questions, you could end it over here. And on Monday, I think so you have your examination. So whatever been dealt in this class could come. Okay, and though there will no outsource from any other here and there purpose. You will get it from this segment. Okay. So thank you for joining. I would be ending it now.